All right, welcome in Geminis to your January 2025 tarot reading. So we I ask my higher dimensional guides and source to provide any information or guidance for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Geminis out there that can help you guys, bring you some awareness, help you navigate the month, help you if you're wanting to be more on a higher path, that can help you, or if you want to maintain your higher path, that's kind of what we're diving into. So how was your holidays, Geminis? Hopefully they were amazing and you guys had a good New Year. I was sick for most of the holidays, so apologize if I'm having to clear my throat or sip some tea as we go through the reading here. So we're in the new year. You know, whether that what perspective you have on that shift from December to January, however that helps you. Sometimes, I know some people, it can be overwhelming, that whole ending, seeing a year as a whole year or something ending and having to go in the unknown of the new. But, you know, again, time is relevant and time is created by man. So, you know, we're just, again, in a new now moment, if you want to look at it like that. But we're going to take a look at what's going on for you this month. We have Mars still retrograde, which is still impacting us all pretty big. So we're still feeling that, you know, retrogrades really are a step back. It's asking us to slow down, reassess, review. Things can slow down or not progress as fast as we like. So it can sometimes feel like we're going backwards before we can go forwards. So that's going to play a part until, I think Mars is retrograde till February 23rd. So things will start moving a little bit more easily, momentum moving forward after that. My own channelings and information I've been getting is March is a pinpoint for people where we're really gonna, you know, things will move forward. I do feel like it's been a long time, even all of last year has felt for a lot of people like they're stuck in the mud. Things aren't moving, people want certain things to change or want movement in some areas of their life, and there hasn't been a lot. You might feel like you're stuck on a fence in some areas of your life. So we're going to see that shifting from a broad perspective in March. And then June is another big timeline I'm seeing where a lot of people are going to be in a, you know, by then they've already been through a big change, and they're going to be in a new place for the summertime. So let's take a look at how that's impacting all you Geminis out there. We'll start with some energy oracle cards to see what the foundational energies are. Adjacent possibilities. So I definitely feel like there's some options for you Geminis right now. Maybe, you know, there was certain doors that you felt were options, but I almost feel like there could be out of nowhere, the adjacent, something, you know, opens up maybe unexpectedly. Cornucopia, that's been coming out. I just got that one for myself too. So definitely some opportunities or decisions that I feel maybe weren't in the front of your purview, but this is around abundance with the cornucopia. This could be around money, but general abundance. So I do feel like whatever these options are or choices are tied to, could be work, could be money, finances, investments, but it's just something more fruitful for you. And the Magician in the Mirror. So you definitely have a lot of power right now. I'm even getting for some of you power in negotiating kind of how these opportunities look for you, but you've definitely been manifesting this with that Magician in the Mirror. You're kind of harnessing, using the power of the mind with the emotions and your passions, your inspired passions, and kind of working together to create successful endeavors for yourself too. So I'm gonna move this up. So a lot to do around abundance this month. So let's keep going. 5 of Wands, Queen of Wands. There could be a lot of people vying for you, or again, could be potential multiple opportunities where people are wanting you, maybe for work or something, but Ace of Wands. Wow, look at all these wands. A lot of passion this month. A lot of passion, new passion. Something's really lighting a new fire underneath you. For some of you, this could also have been a fight or a conflict that's kind of initiating some motivating energy, like maybe this conflict is really finally lighting a fire under you to take some action and maybe look for other opportunities. But something new is definitely coming. 4 of Crystals. That's the 4 of Swords. So this could be really you. There's a fire lit under you, and you're ready to take some inspired action, or like there's new ideas coming to you about other potentials than what you were doing. And maybe you're kind of sitting on that with the 4 of Swords, kind of like thinking about maybe not taking action yet. But something also could be coming in that's very healing for you. This could be like a potential like vacation as well opportunity for some of you. But then Judgment. So there definitely is kind of a decision point, like a judgment day of like, again, that could be tied to this conflict or fight that happened. But in your eyes, this could bring about some feeling of loss or defeat. But I like all this fire energy because there's definitely going to be, it's going to be short-lived. Because it's almost like the fire lit under you is going to overshadow the feeling of potential loss if for some reason you're looking for something different in regards to, you know, this could be different work, or this could be your relationships or just a situation. Because 3 of Cups, King of Wands. So I look at this King and Queen of Wands. So there's a match here. It's almost like you're not seeing yet. You're still focused on the past and kind of what's not working out, or what didn't work out, or what maybe some loss or grieving of something that didn't go as you thought. But on the behind you, kind of in the future here, ahead of you is connections, very fruitful, fulfilling connections here with other people. And this could be specifically tied to this King of Wands as well. It could be through this King of Wands that you create better connections. So this, like I said, this could be a new boss or someone that's tied to an opportunity, or this could be a relationship in alignment with you, someone who's really very definitely on the same page as you, that's aligned, you have the same values, priorities, way of thinking, things like that. So for some, it's going to kind of, the situation's going to depend on you and kind of what you're dealing with at the moment. So let's keep going here. Page of Stars. So there's something of value in this situation for you. It's almost like there's a lesson from this, or something that's of value that maybe you don't see right off the bat. 7 of Stars. So 3 of Swords. So this could be something that you've put a lot of time and effort into, and investing could be money, it could be just investing time, and kind of just your attention, your heart. And I definitely feel it's something that just didn't work out as you thought it would. And with that's the 3 of Swords here. There's a little, that's heartbreak. And then you have the 5 of Cups down here. So there's this essence of sadness around it not being what you thought it was. And maybe it was something when it first came around, you thought, well, this is huge for me. This is like big value. You know, if it was a relationship, you could feel like this was the one. Same with the job. You're like, no, this job just fits me perfectly, and it's, you know, providing me a lot of abundance and maybe a lot more money, but in the end, it's not what it appeared to be. Sorry, if I could talk. Okay, let's keep going. 7 of Wands. Yeah, there's some resistance with this. Like some sort of resistance came up with this, where other people or one person is really showing to be difficult to work with. And you keep trying to stand up and kind of express how you're feeling, or kind of get your point across. And it's kind of it's continuously led to others just like pushing up against you, or someone, if it's a relationship, again, there always feels like there's this resistance that you guys aren't on the same page. It's like you two want different things. And the 7 of Wands can kind of be about you standing up for your beliefs, your desires, what you need and want in a relationship, and you keep kind of trying to communicate that and get that across. And ultimately, this person could just not be able to match you and be compatible, to where they just aren't able to fulfill your needs and desires, which, you know, ultimately is okay. It can be sad, right? Definitely heartbreak and sad if you thought originally this was like this amazing, this is the one, and then you kind of realize later on it's not what it appeared to be, like I said. The Fool right in the middle. So I love that because, again, we have a new year. It's January. I do feel like you're starting a new journey this year. This year is going to look differently than last year, or, you know, with the 7 of Pentacles, that can be about something really that you were in for a long time, kind of the same old story or situation, but you're kind of freeing yourself from that. Something that definitely was heartbreaking. 8 of Crystals, so that's the 8 of Swords. Something felt like you've been stuck in for a long time. You were definitely stuck, and now you're getting unstuck. There's this essence with the Fool as well. When you look at the 8 of Crystals to the Fool, I mean, there's this freeing, like the bondage is free. The kind of, again, the wool over your eyes is revealed. Like you're finally able to see a new opportunity. You're seeing a new potential here in the future. Everything is looking bright. And you may not see this yet with the 8 of Crystals, but this is definitely coming. 4 of Wands, Knight of Stars, that's the Knight of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. So with the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, this could be around a move as well. Maybe there was potential for a move, and the move isn't working out. This could be about maybe a new move coming up that you aren't aware of yet, but there's a new opportunity for you to move. This could be locations, houses, this year. But this is going to come up to me by the end of January, maybe something coming. I think you've been trying to work on something to build some sort of stability in regards to your living situation or a home or a relationship. Like you've been trying to build something that you've dreamed of and wanted to create. It's been a slow go though with the Knight of Pentacles. Like it's something you've been working on, but it's been slow to progress. And you have this vision and you have this idea of like the end, result. But it hasn't been fast enough. So then with the Eight of Wands, things could speed up for some reason, or there could be something that just opens up to where maybe what the direction you thought you were going or the end result is actually all of a sudden you're kind of thrown a loop. And that's where this adjacent possibilities could be meaning too, is that something all of a sudden pops up that was unexpected, that's kind of taking you down a new direction or a new path here. But I definitely do feel like all of a sudden there's like this fast movement in a different, like the arrow shifts, like your direction changes to where you thought you were going. It's like the universe is kind of like, nope, there's a change in the wind here and we're taking you down a new path. And I feel like at first there could be some sense of loss or heartache around this. But it's for your best good. Like for some reason, almost like that direction, you kept going down it. And that's why it was so slow, because it's like, it wasn't meant for you. It wasn't meant to end up like that. And you kept like almost maybe pushing yourself like, nope, I'm standing my ground. This is my vision, right? And no one's going to sway me from the vision, but the vision was not where you were meant to be and how it was supposed to end up. And you can tell that in your life when, and I don't want to say always, but a lot of times, like usually if something's really meant to be, it's going to flow with more ease. And when you consistently keep hitting resistance and resistance and resistance going down a certain path, or even in a relationship, if there's this constant resistance, there's a point where you need to all of a sudden become aware and kind of assess, like, am I really is this what I really, like, I think I want this and I keep trying to get what I want from this, but is this really this thing going to give me that? And maybe that's just the red flags in the universe kind of continuously kind of trying to tell you like, this isn't the right person or this isn't the right direction. Because in a aligned path, again, you're going to feel it, right? I like to call it, you might hear this from some people, it's like, I like to, excuse my language, but something that's a full fuck yes. Like when something is really aligned and really right for you, you're going to feel that energy intuitively of this is a full fuck yes. Like I feel like, yes, this is it. Sometimes you might interpret things inaccurately by it. Oh, I want this to be it, right? Like, oh, I really like this, but is it in your gut, in your soul? Like this is, and usually too, even if you're not 100% sure, the longer you go in something, you're going to get your answer, right? Eventually. And if something continuously, again, like I said, gives you anxiety or just there's a lot of resistance or just never fully is giving you that full feeling of like, this fills me, this is right, it usually means because it's not. I just want to see, what is the Four of Wands about? The Nine of Cups. So this is definitely referring to something that you really want something and you wanted this a long time, but I almost feel like it just is never panning out. It could be one situation or one relationship that's been going on a long time that it's just like, you really want this, but there's definitely something going on here that someone's putting up resistance. And I do feel like we have the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, which is definitely resistant energy, and the Eight of Swords. Like someone is stuck. Like if this is a relationship, someone is not seeing the truth to the situation. And I almost feel too, they're not aware of themselves enough to identify and I feel like they're putting up the self-resistance, or they're like the self-saboteur here that continuously keeps sabotaging something that they really want. This could be you as well. It's like deep down, you really want this relationship and you want a home, and your priority is family and love and relationship, but you're maybe tying yourself to something else that is the thing that's putting up a wall to actually creating a successful relationship. And it could be tied to communication, or you just someone being really stubborn about, like I said, the vision, like it has to look like this and it has to unfold like this, but that's not how life works. And especially in a relationship, right? Like maybe that's your vision, but if it doesn't align with the other person, it's not going to work, right? So this could be a relationship. This could be a job that you really, really thought, this is what I really wanted and I want it to work out. But it's definitely something tied to what it is you really want. I'm going to see the 8 of Wands here. Queen of Cups. So this could be you going towards a Queen of Cups. If you're tied to a water sign in your life, which would be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or there could be some sort of big communication that happens around a move or moving. But there definitely is some movement, a shift of movement that has to happen here. Like there's a new direction that has to be taken here. I do feel like it could cause some heartache, or just someone stuck here. And it's like, there's kind of this judgment day, right? You got the Judgment card down here of like, hey, we have to make a decision here. We can't keep going in the same direction. So what's the eight of Swords here? The Star. So there's definitely some healing that needs to happen. This could also be somebody who is not really sure what they want. Okay, they don't know what that northern star is for them, and they're really blocked. And they're really stuck in their head. That could be this type of person. And they're, again, there's a reason that they're stuck, and that's self-bondage. And they need to work on their own healing to identify the root of why they are stuck in themselves. And again, they're the ones stopping themselves from reaching their ultimate wish or goal here. All right, Gemini. So I think this is going to come to a head in January for you. There's definitely a situation in your life that just kind of, it's time for things to move. You need to go down a new path. You need to make a new decision. You need to change your action plan. Because the path you've been on has been stuck. I don't feel like it's been producing the results you want. And it's something that's kind of been stuck in some sort of loop here. And there's been conflict about it. There's been resistance. So I think by the end of the month here, you're going to know what direction you're going here. And you're going to be kind of in this Fool energy of like taking a leap of faith, taking a risk to start to go in a new direction from where you're at, which is good. It's good because you definitely are going towards what you really want instead of just knowing what you really want, but your actions keep you away from what you really want, Geminis. Well, good start to the new year, because we want to really, right at the beginning of the year, we want to get on the right path, which is what I think is happening for you. So that's going to be kind of the name of this month, is kind of you getting on the right path. So Geminis, thanks for joining in. If you this resonated, hit that like button. And otherwise, I will see you in your next reading. Bye for now.